about. And as you can see, I've taken out my and my beard and all that. Although when I started on, I got some of my natural antifungals, and when I began to take them, it seemed to stir up the symptoms again, making them worse. Now it's not totally, acid, but it did take the volume button a little up, so I guess it's seems to be working, I guess. But anyway, so I had AdBlock Browser, and and of course, in regards to it's the beginning of the month, I actually just saw the moon before I began, was sleeping, and wonderful. So it is the beginning of the month, and we're closing for the Passover. Now, so this is AdBlock Browser. I think it was, right? AdBlock Browser. And apparently that's based on Facebook. I actually like this thing in regards to this, 6 thing and all that. On Firefox, it seems to be smaller. I'm not sure if there's an adjustment for Firefox to maybe get bigger or something like that. But if you actually go look on Firefox, and you put that on, and you push plus, you get like a smaller edition of, it's still the same thing in some sense, but it's still smaller, and I don't usually look at those down here anyway, so it just gives more information in regards to AdBlock, where you have bigger pictures, and you have the whole title, or you have more of the title, and it fills pretty much up on your screen. It's very nice. And again, I'm very seldom actually looking down here. I'm not even sure what it actually overall is, if it's in regards of, I guess, save pages or something like that, but I can always go to bookmarks in regards of that. So that doesn't really anyway. So this function has been pretty great for me. Of course, you have only 6 here. You do have 8 on the on this, and of course the icons might be, so again, it might not be a big problem. I might it's still the same function, right? And apparently you get 2 more on less space. Maybe they could have made another line. I don't know, but anyway. So let's go to Facebook, and I can see I need to, I don't know, in regards to the images and all that. Apparently I need to have a bigger image on my websites to fill Firefox out. It's just a thing in regards of icons that really helps you figure out, where to go and all that. So I installed an application that should remove every single advertising on Facebook, and it seems to work. So yeah, it seems to work. Everything it's like half of the things that I have on my Facebook seems to be advertising, because of Facebook bullshit, and I'm getting so tired of it. And it seems to work. So yeah. But yeah, it seems to work without any that was an interesting picture, I guess, in regards of blackness. But anyway, but yeah, it seems to work. It doesn't have any advertising on now, so that's great. So, and this is the icon of there, giving the finger to Facebook, not really, the icon is, but okay, I get the point, because you're getting kind of irritated to Facebook. Now, of course, one of the things that Facebook also do when you use a Firefox browser is to feed you bad pictures. So the pictures that I have on Facebook that I can see is really worse than, if I take like a browser like Chrome. And I don't know actually if I'm able to log in, because, or what do we call it, if I'm actually logged in, or if I need to, let's see, okay, it is logged in. So you see Chrome, that's Google crazy, but when you see the images of Chrome, you actually get images that is high quality. You can see the image, it's high quality. No problem there. But if you go to Firefox or AdBlock, it doesn't really matter which one. The images are low quality, and well, maybe I'm not sure if that. Yeah, well, you can make. It's a little hard to see in this one, but let's see if we can do like this and this. See if we can see any difference. Yeah, it smurs out. Now some pictures are better than others, but you can on the picture on above, you can see all the small things in regards of dust, right? But underneath, where it's a Firefox browser, you can't see those these details anymore, because Facebook are feeding Firefox lower quality, very lower quality images, and they think that's okay. Apparently, this is one of the many things of outrageous things that Firefox are doing. Another thing that I've seen of weird things on Facebook, and funny enough, it's only on Facebook. It's like a local issue. So looking at people talking about what is going around, around behind closed doors, I would not be surprised if they actually have something, application or code, that actually does this on purpose to the user. But we can go back, and this is something that has happened both on my computer in the past, on my standard computer on Facebook, and as well on my mobile. And so what happens on Facebook? Well, I'll show you what happens. Now, I began to, in the beginning, in regards to this thing, I began to correct the things that it made of problems. But then I stopped, and let's see if this can fix the ads from Facebook. And now again, weird things are going on with texting on Facebook. And again, another T. Insanity is complete, I guess. I have so many vågås vi faller lot thing going, going. So this is a thing that happens on Facebook. That is a local issue to Facebook. It has happened both on my computer in the past, where it happens out of nowhere, and then the problem stops out of nowhere. And this is a thing that also happens on the mobile, apparently. And it's a local issue. Another thing is, of course, in regards of responses, a new problem that have come about on my Facebook books are actually that that when people respond and so forward, they are not at the place that they should be. And of course, another thing of Facebook crazy is removing removing messages that they don't think is important to you. That is called censoring, and who knows if I don't know if they're ghost censoring anything or whatever. That's mostly YouTube, I know, that is ghost censoring, but yeah, it's what a bullshit world, what a bullshit, these organizations are utterly outrageous. These companies are not there for the people. They are there to take the power from the people and to censor you. And to another thing that Facebook, if I remember correctly, in regards of doing, is actually to, if they, as many of these big companies are doing, if they have a subject they don't agree with, they can devalue it, so not that many people actually sees the information. And then the things that they like, in regards of homosexuals and all that, they promote. So they give, they're not giving equal terms. They're devaluing things they don't agree with and promoting the things that they agree with. And that's usually in regards of what they call leftist things and going against what is right. Apparently that's how you clarify it, in regards of political terms. And apparently I got put into the box of a right-winger in regards of YouTube and kicked out like many of the others. That's apparently, a fundamentalist, right, a radical extremist, and so forward, all these words. But I was, my other account was closed down for hate speech, and that was a very interesting period to see how many actually was kicked out of YouTube at that point, and seeing how there was some interesting videos, where they collected all the things that the world doesn't agree with, and of course it's against the Bible. So tracking and ad removal for Facebook by set, and this is apparently an open source thing, so you can go look in the code if you want to check out the code to see if there's anything bad in it, and that's of course the way to do it. And apparently it seems to work. I don't know where if I need to be logged in to actually give it a thumbs up. And it's under the GNU license and all that. But it seems to work. I don't know how to actually give it a star. But as far as it goes for now, it would be 5 stars because it actually, okay, logged in to rate this extension, okay. But yeah, the other program I have, which is not Firefox, but based on Firefox, it's still pretty much Firefox, but it's not Firefox. It's made by another company that uses Firefox as the background motor, I guess. The problem is you can't add any add-ons to this. And if I go to Facebook, I think I can find advertising. If I remember correctly, there's a lot of advertising, even if this application was set to block all advertising. So I wonder what's the subject in regards of crazy things and all that. And I think it was the quality of you're being fed, and Google did the same thing. So again, you have Google, you have YouTube, you have Facebook, and you have a lot of others, but there's a lot of others that I don't use, but I know there's problems with those as well because people are talking about it. And of course, whistleblowers are also coming forward and talking about serious to the quality of the images. And I figured this out because I was looking at some was giving me low quality images compared to if you use Chrome or whatever, and clear the images are this web page that it was actually another browser, and I actually got that to work, but there was some issues with that as well. It's just annoying that they are there's Firefox, so feed them bad images. This is utterly disgusting. It is. Maybe you can turn it around like this and get a more of a picture so you can maybe see. Oh, nice. Okay. Can you see the difference? I can for sure see the difference in regards to the quality. And this is in regards of, Chrome, shows good quality images. And as you can see, Firefox is not allowed to show good quality images. Let's try to take Firefox overall, but AdBlock is based on Firefox. The same thing you should actually have here. And this is the newest Firefox version. And as you can see, apparently we have this thing down there. No, don't stop doing that. So let's see if we can get it. See any difference? You should be able to see a difference. I think that's a good difference. And the more details that is in a picture, the worse it gets, because this is in regards of quality of the image. It actually just gives the first loading image, and it doesn't give you the high quality image, which it actually should be giving you when it's finished. These images that you see on the right are just the first images that it loads usually, and then when it's finished loading, it will get the good quality image. And thereby, the more detail there is on an image, the worse it will actually be, because of the quality. The less details, like if it's just black or whatever and all that, the less issues there will actually be. But yeah, this is disgusting, and this is Facebook, and they have been doing it for a long while, and I guess they don't really care at all. And of course, this is one of these things that triggers you to want to get another browser, right? but we can fall into that trap, because that is exactly what they want you to do, to use their browser in regards of Google Chrome. And the same thing in regards of Google Chrome, where there are issues with other browsers. And what do they say? Well, just use our browsers. Well, in regards of fixing the issues, no. Just use our browser. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do make these issues on purpose, like in regards of the image here, to actually make you want to use another browser, because you get, this is, oh, this is terrible and all that, right? And then you get actually angry at Firefox, and then you install another browser, and actually it was those that actually made that browser that actually made these issues for you in the first place, and not the browser of Firefox. So this is, I think, outrageous. It's bullshit. It is disgusting. I'm missing words for how diabolical this is. And I'm done, it's done with all the bullshit is out there. And the easiest way, of course, of getting around it was just to unplug it all and get off Facebook and don't use Google and so forward. Actually, I think I have fixed a standard browser. If I do like this to search something, it should actually go to DuckDuckGo and instead of Facebook, and it does. Now, of course, Chrome probably goes to, but I guess you can also set that up maybe someplace. But it should go to Google, as standard. So yeah. And the same thing in regards of Google, in regards to the images of theirs. It seems the last time I checked it, they seem to actually have fixed it and not have the issues anymore. But I know they did at some point. So if they don't anymore, they did have the same issue as Facebook at some point. And that just shows the disgustingness of these companies and what they are willing to do against the user. And should we support that? Absolutely not. Shouldn't even take part in it. And the only reason why I have Chrome installed on my mobile, which also comes with Android usually, and that might be the case why so many people are using it. And the only reason why I have it installed is because I'm testing, the web page and all that. But usually I would have that uninstalled, or actually, well, I can't really uninstall it. I can turn it off. This application doesn't allow me to uninstall it. In regards to Android, it's part of Android. But I can disable it, at least. So that's typical, right? And that's the same thing how Internet Explorer killed Netscape pretty much in the days of old, because Netscape made this wonderful browser, which in our days are called Firefox, and Netscape was pretty much the primary browser. There was pretty much no other. This was the primary browser. So what Microsoft did, they made their own browser looking, exactly as Netscape, and of course they sold, they had it in the Windows system, and thereby little by little they took over, because people couldn't care about finding Netscape in regards of downloading it and all that, when it was all, when Internet Explorer was already in the system. But so they, pretty much Netscape was pretty much killed off, instead of actually talking to Netscape about getting a deal with them or something like that. And you can see where Internet Explorer is in our days, and in regards to the support and all that. It's just, it's wicked. And of course, there seems to be forces to try to mess up Firefox as well, in regards of what it actually was beforehand and all that. And it's, but okay. Anyway, it just seems like AdBlock seems to block all the advertising. I just thought that I actually had seen advertising. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw advertising on it. Or maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it was on the computer, but where I'm getting tired of the advertising, and I'm using Opera, but maybe there's an add-on for that as well to get around it. I'm just it's tiring to use time to figuring out these things. Let's try again. Oh, okay, we are actually on the. Let's see if we have any. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any advertising coming forward. So that looks pretty good. Nope. Oh, we have that. We'll have to share that one. Actually, we're in the 12th month and not the 11. But anyway, so just draw over that and say 12. So we're actually in the. Are we actually in the 12th month in the year then? It might actually be then. Interesting. Now that was in regards to the new year last year, where that was a difference. I think actually we might actually be in the. Okay, so that will be no. So we have 2 months. Oh yeah, okay. So we have this month in regards to the 11th month that has just begun, and then we have one more, and then the new year. As far as I remember, I talked with one of the Christians that goes to Israel and all that to check up and all that, but not this year apparently. But anyway, and they had a really good lecture in regards to why. The year was beginning a month before the Jews are keeping it. But anyway, according to the land of Israel. So, yeah, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's looking very good. So, not a thing, and that these guys are still swimming in the ice cold water in the winter in Denmark, outside. In the ocean, and they every morning they seem to take a swim. That's pretty incredible. Oh well, and actually I think this guy actually does not have a swimming suit on. He's doing it without a swimming suit. But these guys are having, it must be cold even with a swimming suit on. I don't know, maybe the swimming suit can help a lot, when you get going, I don't know, but I would for sure need some, and the worst thing is in regards to the head, how cold it actually gets. It actually looks like there's no advertising on it, so that seems to be actually pretty good. I thought there was actually a difference in regards to that, but no, it looks actually. But the quality of the images, as you can see, are very bad compared to Chrome, and so maybe we just go to Facebook and say, Facebook disgust me. There we go. I don't know if Firefox is a little, the original Firefox, if that is actually slower than the other version. There we go, Facebook. Disgust me. Reproach. I guess reproach, is that the right word? I saw that in a Protestant video. Your reproach to me. That was in regards of Thomas something. That's the king talking. A reproach. I think that's the right word. I don't know. Let's check it up in the dictionary. Copy. Let's see how it's reproach. Oh, there we go. I apparently wrote it wrong. A mild rebuke, a criticism, a disgrace, a shame. Yeah, okay. OA. Okay, OA. There we go. Let's just practice with some wording, right? Disgust me, a reproach to me. There we go. Okay, maybe I should have written, it is a reproach to me. Okay, it is a reproach to me. There we go. But yeah, it looks like it's actually working. Now, in regards to the images of better quality, again, I don't know if there's any add-ons in Facebook that can actually fix it. In regards, well, I have tried a route in the past, because other people have found out, and I only found out because I was looking at these cartoons and I couldn't see what it was written, and I asked them what is actually written, and again, I was being fed low quality images. So that's why I found out about that. And let's see here, Facebook low quality image. Let's see if no Facebook image. Let's see here. Let's search. Let's see if there might be a Facebook feed replace. I'm not sure what that is, but AdBlocker for Facebook, where I already found something that seems to be working pretty good. We have okay, that's the dark tea theme. Blogger for that's another that seems to be pretty popular actually. But the other one was open source and all that, so it actually supports both. I think it's open source as well, but anyway, we can always deactivate it. Just install it so I have it. Add. We also have Facebook Messenger apparently. Web-based. I wonder if it then just starts to work in the browser now instead of. Oh, but you need to install our application, right, in regards of Facebook. Facebook video downloader. Interesting as well. That might actually be, let's edit that as well. So in regards of using the Firefox compared to the other one, AdBlocker, or what is it called, AdBlock Browser, you see to have the, you seem to have the possibility of actually adding other things. I don't know in regards of the. I remember last time looking for a Facebook in regards of the images, and the thing I needed to do was to have something where it was the browser was sending a signal that it was another browser than it actually was, and thereby it would feed the real images and. But I don't know. There must be someone making something. And this is the insanity of our world, wasting our time on these stupidities, figuring out how to actually go around something that they do to us. I don't know what it could be in regards of image. But I remember last time, the only thing I could find was in regards of sending, saying to Facebook that you're something else than Firefox. And that would feed but there was some other problems with that as well, I remember. So, but I can't remember all the details about it. But it's just, if Facebook is going to do that, it's like, it's a mess of insanities in regards of Facebook. It's an outrageous mess of different weird things going on Facebook. And again, I have to wonder, why am I still using it, And of course, the problem is there's still a lot of contacts, right? And things that a lot of people are using it to spread information, right? And Anyway, let's go to the add-ons in regards to this, and let's just disable that one, but still have it. And add as a tab session manager to Firefox. Not sure what that is. Let's disable it, and what? There we go. Let's disable that as well. Didn't we actually, in regards to install an Facebook download thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, disable that as well. Just a theme. A theme with the operating system color scheme. Oh, okay. I wonder if that actually works. Anyway, So yeah. Privacy ad blocker, HTTPS everywhere. That was something in regards of if this, I don't know really what it does in regards, I guess more security, whatever, but security in regards of me is just, I couldn't really care much about it anyway, but apparently this automatically jumps to the, of course, if it can actually remove a lot of the spyware, that would be nice, of course, but encryption automatically on sites that are known to support it, well, let's just added it, That's also in regards of scripts and all that I there we go, come on. No. Now my nose is getting blocked because I've been talking for too long. No script security suite is also something that a lot of people apparently are using, and I've heard about. Privacy Badger. Not sure what that was, but apparently pretty popular. Video background play fix, or that might be in regards of, I don't know. Oh my. I probably need to go. I think I need to go to the toilet. Woohoo! Oh well. Anyway, have a good one, all of you. I guess I'll be back.